All right, in this video, we're going to work on derivatives of exponential functions and log functions, and then specifically e to the x and ln of x. So e to the x is the most simple derivative, to be honest, because the derivative of e to the x is e to the x, okay? But I'd like you to learn it in this capacity. So let's say y equals e to the x. So when we derive it, you're going to rewrite it times derivative of the exponent, and then times it by ln of the base, so ln of e. Now, with e to the x, I mean, this just goes to 1 and this goes to 1, which is why we get e to the x. But let's say you had something to the effect of, let's say y equals e to the 3x. So y prime, you would rewrite it, derivative of the exponent, which is 3, and then ln of the base again, which goes to 1, okay? So I'm going to give you another formula here. So add this in. So it's derivative with respect to x of e to the u. This allows us to apply the chain rule as we're doing this. So it's going to be, you rewrite it, times u prime, and then times ln of e. So that's helpful when we have numbers where the base isn't e. So let's say we had y equals 2 to the x. So exponential is going to be a number raised to a variable. Okay, so 2 raised to the x. So y prime is going to be, you're going to rewrite it, derivative of the exponent, and then ln of 2. So it's ln of the base. So y prime here is going to be ln of 2, and then times 2 to the x. So for example, if we had y equals, let's say 2 to the x squared, we're going to rewrite it. So y prime is 2 to the x squared times ln of 2 times 2x. So with most of these, there's not much you do here. There's really no simplification. Okay, so that would be my answer. All right, so let's work through these examples here for e to the x. So the first one, y prime, we're going to do, rewrite the original function, so e to the 2x minus 1, and then we're going to multiply it by the derivative of the exponent, which is 2. So we could rewrite this as 2e to the 2x minus 1. For this one, again, I'm going to rewrite it. So y prime is going to be e to the 3 over x, ln of e, which goes to 1, and then I'm going to do derivative of the exponent. So I'm going to do that off to the side. So this is 3x to the minus 1. So it's going to be times, so negative 3x to the negative 2. So x to the minus 2. So we're going to get y prime. We get negative 3e to the 3 over x squared. All right, for this one, I'm going to skip this right now. So skip this, because this comes from 2.5, which is implicit, which we're going to do tomorrow. All right, then we have the derivative of logs or ln of x. Again, same idea. So you should memorize this. So derivative of ln of x is 1 over x, okay? But it's not always going to be that simple. So again, I'd like to bring in this formula here. So what you're doing actually here is this. You're doing u prime over u. So let's say we're going to do d dx of ln of u. So you're going to do the derivative of the inner piece. So this is the inner piece here. So derivative of u is u prime over the function, but also you're dividing it by ln of the base, and again, which goes to 1. So we don't really need the ln's for e to the x and ln of x, but we're going to need it for like 2 to the x and then log base 2. Okay, so again, it's important to learn it like this. So if I look at this, the inner piece is the x. Derivative of x is just 1, so u prime over u, like that. I think that's the best way to remember these, again, because they can be a little bit more complicated. So do it as u prime over u for ln, for an ln. So for example, this is y prime is going to be, so it's u prime over u. U is the inner piece. So in this case, u is equal to this part of it. So we're going to get u prime, which is 2, and then over the function, which is 2x plus 2. So 2x plus 2. If you were to factor out a 2, you're going to get 1 over. So y prime is 1 over x plus 1. All right, so this one, so my u is the tan of x. That's the inner piece. So again, for ln's, think of it as u prime over u. Again, you're dividing by ln of the base, so ln of e, but we don't need to include that with ln's. So we've got so y prime, or f prime of x, I should say. Actually, let's do that. So f prime of x is going to be u prime over u. So f prime of x, so u prime is derivative of tangent is secant squared of x, and then over tan of x. And again, we don't need ln of e, which that's going to go to 1. So we have f prime of x, so secant squared of x over tan of x. Derivative. All right, use the property of logs. So sometimes when we have to derive logs, they can be very complicated, okay? And you want to avoid at all costs doing like product, power, quotient in one example, okay? And what we could do is we could use properties of logs to help us derive. So, for example, like if you look at example 8, yes, that is extremely complicated. You've got a power rule, a product rule on top. You've got the quotient rule for the bottom. So we can expand logs to help us derive it. And that's what you're going to want to do. So I'm going to expand this a little bit. Now this one's not too complicated, but so I'm just going to rewrite it as f of x. So it's log base 5 of x to the 1/2 power. Now I can just go ahead and derive it. So let me do an easier one first. So let's say f of x equals log base 5 of x. So let's start with that one. So for logs, it's going to be the same as ln. The only difference is you're going to do ln of the base. So now we have to use that because it's going to be ln of a number, not ln of e, right? So when we divided by ln of e, that was 1. So this would be, again, u prime over u, but on the bottom you're going to have ln of the base. So in this case, it would be ln of 5. So my inner piece is the x, so it's going to be 1 over, so it's 1 over x, and then times ln of 5, okay? So let's go back to the one that I have here. So it's going to be f prime of x, so f prime of x, so u prime over u, and then ln of 5. So u prime would be 1/2, I'm just doing the derivative of the inner piece, so 1/2 x to the negative 1/2, and then it's going to be over the inner piece, which is x to the 1/2, and then we're going to times it by ln of 5. Okay, that's basically the answer. I'm going to simplify it. So if I put this to the bottom, I could put the 2 to the bottom, so we get f prime of x. So it's going to be 1 over, and then 2. I could do 2 ln of 5, right, ln of the base, and then times x. Because if you bring this to the bottom, you're going to add the exponents. You're going to get x to the first power. All right, so this is really what I was talking about. So for something like this, is you absolutely do not want to attempt this with quotient, product, and power rule. Okay, too complicated. So this is saying use the property of logs. So I'm going to rewrite this as this. So y equals, so it's x, and then square root x squared plus 1, and then all over x plus 1 to the 2/3 power. So if you remember with logs, you have all these properties where you can, bring the exponent down in the front. You can make multiplication addition. You can make division subtraction. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to expand this. So we're going to expand into multiple terms. Now, you can only expand if you have a log. So what I'm going to do is take the log of both sides. So if I take the ln of the left side, so you get ln of y, then I'm going to take the ln of the other side. So ln and then of all of this. So x square root x squared plus 1 and then over x plus 1 to the 2/3. So let's expand it. This is going to make this much easier to do. Now we're going to derive both sides. So the derivative of ln of something is u prime over u. So in this case, it's going to be y prime over y. So y prime over y. I'm going to expand this first before I derive it. So I'm a little bit ahead of myself, but actually, you know what? I'm going to back it up because it's not right technically. So we're going to say ln of y. So I'm going to expand the right-hand side. So it's going to be ln of x. So you're timesing, so it's multiplication. And remember, it's raised to the 1/2 power, so we can pull that out in front. So it's ln and then x squared plus 1. And then it's subtraction with the power, so 2/3, and then ln of x plus 1. Okay, so again, hopefully you remember how to expand logs. We've got the power rule, which comes in front. Multiplication is addition, division is subtraction. Now, if I was to derive this, this is so easy to do. You're just going to treat it like 3 separate terms. So take the derivative of the left-hand side, which is y prime over y. ln of x is just 1 over x, u prime over u. And then this would become 1/2. And then I'm going to do u prime over u, so 2x over x squared plus 1, and then minus 2/3. And again, u prime over u, which is 1 over x plus 1. This can cancel. So, all right, so that's basically your answer. So we have y prime over y equals, so it's 1 over x plus x over x squared plus 1 minus 2 and then 3x plus 1. Now, the only catch to this is you are solving for y prime. So if you look on this side of the equation, we have y prime over y. So I'm going to multiply up by y here. So this would become a y, but we want it all in terms of x. So I'm not going to put y. I'm going to put what y is equal to. If you come back to the original problem, this is what y is equal to. So it's just going to be simply times and then the original question. So x squared plus 1 all over x plus 1 to the 2/3 power. All right, so this is what we call, it's basically logarithmic differentiation. So we're using logs to help us find the derivative because, again, you don't want to approach this with product, power, and quotient. Way too hard to do. All right, so now we've got derivative of just exponential functions. So we did e to the x. So we said derivative of e to the x is just e to the x. Now, the reason it is that, you are repeating it. You are finding the derivative of the top and then ln of e. But we don't need this and we don't need this, right? So let's say it's 2 to the x. Or here we go, 3 to the x. Let's do that. So you're going to rewrite it. Derivative of the top is still 1, but then it's ln of 3. So my answer here would be ln of 3, and then times 3 to the x power. Okay, so again, I think it's important to just memorize the exponential, and then e to the x kind of falls into that category. All right, find the derivative. So we got a little bit of e, we got a little bit of ln. So f prime of x would be equal to I feel like I missed the question. I did. Let's do this one real quick. So this would be 2 to the x. You rewrite it, ln of the base. and then times derivative of the exponent. So you get ln of 2 times 2 to the x power. Okay. All right, so I can do each of these separately. So we get 5e to the 5x. So I'm just simply doing derivative of the exponent and then times the original. This one, you've got the original. This is the derivative and then ln of 2. So it's going to be, I'm sorry, ln of 7. So it's going to be plus, so 2 ln of 7 and then times 7 to the 2x. And then this one, we're going to do u prime over u. So we're going to get 2x over x squared plus 4. Okay? And that's a derivative. All right, here we've got f prime. I'm going to rewrite it. So e tan of 3x times derivative of the exponent. So it's 3 and then secant squared of 3x plus the next one, I'm going to rewrite it. So 6 raised to the x squared times the derivative, which is 2x, and then times ln of 6. And then here we got ln, so it's u prime over u. So secant x tan of x all over secant of x. Those would cancel. So f prime. So we get, what did I do here? I think I just reordered it. So 3 secant squared of 3x and then times e tan of 3x plus 2x ln of 6 and then 6 to the x squared and then plus tan of x. All right, you guys, that's it for this video. Let me know if you have any questions.